Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of All Things Star Wars Lightsaber Edition. I am Jedi Master Ikem Kenpo coming at you with the Rebel Sabers lightsaber, the Light's Embrace. This is the second lightsaber I bought from Rebel Sabers. Wonderful company to work with, outstanding customer service and communication. Uh, Along with this lightsaber, I recently got a SD card. The lady that I've dealt with Rebel Sabers, her name is Nikki. Really wonderful person to work with. Very knowledgeable of her products and very good with her communication and customer service. Can't speak highly enough about them. They really are great to work with. Really good website too. It's really easy to navigate and pick out whatever kind of lightsaber or accessories you might want. Um, so without further ado, I'm gonna light this bad boy up, show you what you can do. Get it on the configurator app.
Power on.
Get on there.
App connected.
App connected. That's what you want. So one of the things I really liked about this lightsaber is the black grip here and at the emitter. This is a baselit lightsaber, so there's a hollow core with the blade. It's 36 inches long. It's a 1 inch diameter. It's perfect for dueling. It has a kind of like an Obi-Wan Kenobi look to it, I think. And with this here, what I like about this on the emitter, it's good for a gripping here. Just do spins with it, and it's really comfortable and lightweight to use. I'm going to fire this bad boy up, and you can see on the Xeno Configurator app, it's called the Light's Embrace. It's under my sound font that I normally like to keep this lightsaber on. It's just called Redeemed. Um, this one here, I normally you would say, like when I did the Equalizer lightsaber, I told you that I'm a green lightsaber guy. But however, with this lightsaber in particular, I really like it in blue. I just think the blue looks really good. Kind of has an Obi-Wan Kenobi look to it at the emitter and at the pommel cap. But it just looks really nice in blue, I think. That's just my opinion. I'm going to do some clashes here with it. I think the sound effects on this thing is awesome. And if you want to, you don't have to use the app to get to do the clashes. You can just, if you're dueling with somebody, because this is perfect for dueling, you can use it. You can just, so when you're dueling somebody and you clash blades, you'll get that effect. And with the blaster, you hit the. I just think that's so cool. That's a cool sound. Or you can do it. Now, when you do the drag or the lockup, you'll have to press the button and then clash it with and strike the blade of your opponent, or you hit it on the app here. And you get that nice strobe effect and sound effect. And drag is this. And the drag, you would hold the blade downward on the surface and then tap it on the surface, and you'll get this effect. So it looks like you're dragging the blade across. It's kind of like an intimidation factor. If you want to really get dramatic with your dueling, here's the it has two force effect sounds. Now, this lightsaber comes with your basic sound fonts. It comes with Chosen, New Horizon, Dark Lord Order, Dark Sword, which is the Dark Saber from you see from the Mandalorian. That flickering you see at the blue that's I have it on pulse, so that's what you're seeing. You're seeing it, the light pulsing in and out. And I got it on a white background, so you can see the handles or the grips are a lot easier on the surface of there because. So, but I also got a SD card from Nikki, and it has 34 additional sound fonts. So this is one of the sound fonts. It's called the Redeemed. Again, I really love this lightsaber. It's become really one of my absolute favorites. We're going to go into another sound font here. We're going to go back one.
The Senate.
The Senate. That one's actually, if you know Revenge of the Sith, that's obviously going to be Palpatine. Our good buddy Palps. Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Sidious. And that's going on. That you're seeing too is also on pulse and red. We'll do some of the clashes here. That's the lockup. Pretty intense strobe effect. Same with the drag. That's the force effect. Wraith. Wraith is another one I like. It's just the way it comes off. It's pretty cool, I think. We'll fire that one up. I got it in red on pulse. But you can switch it to whatever color you want. You can go on the. You can press the button here on the ignition, and it'll press it in for 2 flashes, and I believe it'll start changing the colors, and then you can set it to whatever you want. But the best way to do it, I think, is when you go on the app. There, and you can. This stands for red, green, blue. You can scroll these numbers to get whatever color you want, or type it in however you want, or run this tab here, run it to whatever you want. So green would be up here, blue would be down here, purple. It's not really showing up too well on the camera, I don't think, but it does show you the different colors that you can pick from, whatever you want. You could even go, like, say, on Google and find whatever specific color you want and go from there and just kind of mess around with it. It's like the best way to learn how to use this lightsaber, or most lightsabers, is kind of like when you get a new cell phone or a tablet. You just got to kind of mess around with it a little bit and get used to it and get comfortable with it. So we're going to go out of this. Okay, we're back to the home page. Let's have that. We'll scroll up.
Redeemed. Bounty.
Okay, now when I do Bounty is actually, I believe, Ahsoka's lightsaber sound font. Like I did when if you saw my video on the Equalizer from Rebel Sabers, I told you again, I'm green lightsaber guy. I love green lightsabers. That's just my thing. So I put it on green because I love a lot of color in my lightsabers, and I got that on pulse. So that's why you see that hue changing. That's the pulse effect. It's got 4 different types of light effects: flash blade, pulse, steady, and unsteady or unstable. Unstable is a really bright flash effect. It's actually, unstable looks really good in a dark purple, in my opinion. But here we'll do clashes. Yeah, and this is. Lock up. Drag. And force effect. Go to the next one. The Count. Now this was one of my other favorite ones. It's obviously Count Dooku, Darth Sidious. Yeah, I really love this one. That's the pulse you're seeing from it, the blade, and it's from the light setting. Here's the clashes. Now on some of these on the Count, I've found out there are 3 different voices off the clash of Count Dooku from the scenes from when he was dueling Anakin and Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones. So I'm going to try and get him to come up. They're very random, so I can't predict when it'll happen. That's one of them. Here's the blaster. I love that blaster effect. It's one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite blaster sound effects. And you can get a voiceover of Christopher Lee as Darth Sidious when you do the lockup. I'm going to try and do it again. It has 2 different lockup phases. I'm going to try it again. There you go.
Sense great fear in you, Skywalker. You have hate. You have anger. But you don't use them.
Here's the drag effect. Force. That's another one you hear. That was when in Attack of the Clones, when Anakin charged in to go after Count Dooku, and Count Dooku, Darth Sidious, zapped him with some Force lightning. And so, I mean, you've got, let's see, 4, 5 voiceovers from on just this sound font of Count Dooku, which that's one of the reasons why I love this sound effect, this sound font. We'll go to the next one.
Codex of Light.
Codex. We'll go to skip
Cyber
that.
Terror.
Cyber Terror is pretty wild. I'll do this one. Watch this. Cyber Terror. I don't know if it's really a character's sound font. I saw a list on Reddit. A friend sent me that lists that some of these sound fonts have character backgrounds. This one I don't think does. I got it on Pulse, but I'm going to show you real quick. You can change the light effect. So you go on here, then you go on Hum Light Effect. And right now at 3, it's at Pulse. But I can switch it to Flashblade.
Pulse.
There we go.
Flashblade.
And Flashblade creates a more of an intense strobe effect. And I think it's pretty cool myself, personally. We'll go back to Pulse.
Pulse.
And then we'll hit some clashes. I think the lockup sounds pretty cool on this. That's the Force effect. You can change it again to whatever color you prefer. You know, you don't have to make it purple. You can make it whatever you want it to be.
Dark Ages. Hatred.
Hatred's pretty intense. I'll just do it for you, but to me it's pretty intense. Sounds like something you'd hear out of a heavy metal concert. I don't know why, it just does. But I got that on Flashblade in red.
Idol. Serenity. The Champion.
Here's Champion. I got that in purple also. Lately I've been really into a purple lightsaber effect. I don't know, it started with me last week. I'm kind of really, I don't know, it's like, got into like a whole Mace Windu purple lightsaber deal. I mean, I like Mace Windu. I think he's a really cool character. I love Sam Jackson in the character. Got it in Pulse. This is supposed to be, according to that Reddit list, here's some clashes. According to that Reddit list, this is supposed to be Mace Windu's sound font. I don't know. I'm just going off of what it says. I can't guarantee that it is. It's a pretty cool sound effect in my opinion. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I think
The Dark Lord Revisited.
purple looks cool. Dark Lord Revisited. This is another version of Darth Vader. If there was any doubt there, right? It's got a nice pulse effect on it. I usually put like a pulse or some type of strobe, a flashblade effect on my lightsabers, just to give them some character and some life. I think with the unstable setting, it's really not looks cool in purple, and like a deep dark purple. It really looks cool. You just got to play around with it and to get it to where you want it, though.
The Learner.
Learner, from what I understand, according to that list, this is supposed to be Ezra Bridger, but I could be wrong. So again, don't quote me. I got that in blue. Again, I just think this lightsaber looks really nice in blue. I do have some green settings on here, but those are off the basic settings, which you've seen in my other video about the equalizer. But this one is also, I wanted to feature this lightsaber with the SD card and the sound fonts. And the sound fonts do come on the card, so you don't have to download anything.
The Second.
Here's the second. The second's and one I really think sounds cool. I think the list said it was one of the Inquisitors' sound fonts, and this is in Flashblade. In red, obviously. I just love that hum sound. It just sounds so intense. You know. Pretty strong strobe effect too. It's bright. That's the force effect.
The teacher.
The teacher. Now, this, according to the Reddit list, this is supposed to be Yoda. Of course, it's in my classic green that I love. Strobe effect. I love the lockup effect on this. Yoda's one of my favorite Jedi. I love his wisdom. And he's a pretty bit of a baddie with a lightsaber too, I guess, right?
Whispers of power.
I do not know what Whispers of Power. According to the list, some of these are just custom, so there's not like it's. I got that in red too. It's flash effect. So, back to the home screen.
Moonfield.
Now, Moonfield's different. On this one, it's going to come up like I don't remember what color I got it on. It's supposed to be from Sailor Moon, which I guess is an anime show. I don't know anything about it. It's just kind of a silly lightsaber effect. And I got it in this like cyan color. It's just funny. It's like, this is the force effect. It's got multiple voiceovers from, I guess, this show. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know. This is just how it comes. Yeah, she sounds pretty angry, doesn't she? It's just a silly sound font, you know. And that's the last of these SD card sound fonts, because then you go.
The Chosen.
Takes you back to the basics, so we get Chosen.
New Horizon.
New Horizon. My classic green that I love. And yes, this is Rey's sound font, but on some of my baselit sabers, I'm green lightsaber guy, and nothing against Rey. I love her character, but the yellow on some of the baselit sabers, in my opinion, just doesn't look right. Nothing against it, Rey or her character, but it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just the light process and the filtering. I don't know. And that's why I chose green. I had a feeling that if Rey didn't pick yellow, she would have went with green.
The Dark Sword.
Here's the Dark Sword. This is the Dark Saber, which obviously is very bright. Assassin. Right, guess who's coming up in about 2 weeks? This guy. It's supposed to be Darth Maul, Shadow Lord. That's gonna be a fun show to watch. It's gonna be intense. I love me some Darth Maul. It's a cool sound effect there. Classic sound of his lightsaber. And we'll do one more here.
The Knight.
Now you know who this has got to be. Kylo Ren himself. It's a pretty cool effect too. I got it on Flashblade. That lightsaber just sounds angry in that one. So yeah, this is again. This is turn it off. I can shut it all the way off. So yeah, this is the Lights Embrace lightsaber from Rebel Sabers. It's a really great lightsaber. They're a great company to work with. Dealing with Nikki is so great. She's such a great person. Very thoughtful and great with her communication and customer service. So they're out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. So if you're interested, take a look at their website, which I guess is really easy to navigate. And so if you really like this lightsaber or try to check them out, please do. If you like this video, please feel free to hit like, subscribe, or leave a comment. And again, this is Jedi Master Ikem Kenpo coming at you again with all things Star Wars Lightsaber Edition. Thanks for watching. May the Force be with you.